Anyway, we've got our guest. Leon, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
Great. Leon, thanks for calling in. So, wanted to ask you a quick question. We had a news item about a story of a condo or a co-op in Brooklyn. So we're going to venture a little bit out of our space, ladies and gentlemen, in Manhattan and go into Brooklyn, I think it is. And Leon, are you running a building that has got a different edge to it? Could you tell us a little bit about it and where it is?
I guess you could say that. It's in Bushwick, very close to the Myrtle stop near the JMZ. It is a building which is designed for people in alt communities, most specifically polyamorous, which means that these are people who have more than one relationship at the same time, as long as everyone knows and everyone consents.
So, wow, that's most everybody, I would assume, really, in the real world. So, but they're honest about it when they go to this building. So what happens when they go to this building? Is there some special bylaws they have to sign?
No, it's actually, the way we're actually setting it up is we are renting it out directly to friends and friends of friends. There's actually a very large community of polyamorous people in Manhattan and the surrounding areas. So there's going to be 4 floors, 15 apartments total. This one is just going to be, for the most part, filled by people we know or people who are vouched for by people we know. Put it this way, we started showing it May 5th. It's now May 22nd. We've rented 11 out of the 15 rooms so far. And all of them have been to people we know or friends of mine or friends of mine.
So what does polyamorous mean?
Polyamory is pretty much as I described. It means that you can have multiple relationships as long as everyone knows and consents. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with sex, for example. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anyone. You could be single and polyamorous. You could be married and polyamorous. It just means that you choose not to assume monogamy.
Does it mean, are you straight or can you be gay or?
You can be anything you want. In fact, the whole beauty of polyamory is that people who are polyamorous can choose all the facets of their relationship. For example, in traditional monogamy, there's generally one man, one woman, who meet each other and decide that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, forsaking all others till death do us part. That may work for some people, and it's beautiful when it does, but it may not work for other people, like myself and like thousands of people that I know.
Okay, so this building has just those kind of people in it. So that's just very interesting. How do you break the lease? I guess.
Well, in order to get in, you need to be financially qualified, just like any other building in New York City. You need to show the landlord and myself as the leasing manager that you have good income and good assets, good credit. And if you're short somewhere, you need to have a guarantor, just like everyone else. But you also need to have 2 personal references from people within our community who will vouch for you and say, yeah, this person will be a good addition to this house.
How interesting. Lorraine, do you have any questions?
Well, it sounds sort of perfect for those kind of people to be in a building with other people exactly like them, so then whenever they feel inclined, they can have a gigantic orgy.
Well, it's funny, a lot of the press that has been going about the sex house or the swinger house, it's really not anything close to what the reality is. The reality is polyamorous people are really good communicators. They tend to be really good at negotiating friendships, different relationships. Of course, most polyamorous people do have sex, but it's not the purpose of the relationship. In fact, there's a huge difference between the swing community, which does exist, of course, and there's some decent amount of overlap, and the poly community, which simply means that I can be dating one person on Tuesday and a different person on Wednesday. They both know about it, and if I meet somebody else, I clear it with both people that I'm dating so I can go out with them on Thursday. It takes a lot of effort and time, and there's a heck of a lot of communication that goes on. Sometimes you're too busy communicating, there's not enough time for orgies.
Got it. So tell us the address of this place again, because say some folks are interested in finding out more. Where should they go, or who can they call, etc.?
Well, the best way to find it, we're not publicizing the address. It's on Troutman Street in Bushwick. It's very close to, as I mentioned, very close to the Myrtle stop. If people are interested in learning more about polyamory or about this house, they can go to openloveny.org, or .com, I should say. They also have a Facebook page. It's one of the groups I volunteer with. They have over 3,000 members in the New York City area alone. And it's for people who are polyamorous or polycurious or just want to learn more about it.
That's openlove.org.
openloveny.org. We sponsor at least 2 events every month, including a meet and greet at a downtown bar on the Lower East Side. We have about 150 people each month. We also have a speakers meeting. There's one coming up. It's the 4th Tuesday of every month. We have a speaker talking about different relationship paradigms. It's a lot more exciting than it sounds. And we're expecting about 50 or 60 people. That's in Midtown West. Again, more information is available on the Facebook page or openloveny.com.
All right. Listen, Leon, thank you so much, for your time. We really enjoy this aspect of the city we live in. So
My pleasure.
Okay. Take care.
You too.
Okay.